Saundra here. I'm an ADHD coach for women, and you probably already know that. If you're not in my Facebook group, the ADHD Women's Squad, there's a link down below in the comments. Go ahead, join us. There's so much going on there. If you don't already know, we have a masterclass series coming up starting July 5th on ADHD and executive function and everything in between that you can possibly think of. And just it's on point about all the executive functions that really affect you, the overwhelm that comes in when you feel like your executive functioning is out of control, and how you can harness that, and you're gonna walk away with some really amazing tools. But enough about that. Today's video is going to be about mindset and executive function. So you might have noticed that I haven't been on here in a few weeks, and I apologize for that. However, I had so much going on and it was so exciting that I just couldn't pull myself away from all the things I was creating to put out there, including the masterclass that's coming up, to create some YouTube videos. But I felt like it's been a few weeks and I just really need to get back on here. So mindset and executive function. And here's why I wanted to share why I stayed off is my mindset. My mindset was fully embodied in the experience of all this creation, and I was enjoying it so much. So when it comes to mindset and doing things that you either have to do, you should be doing, or could wait, mindset can be very overwhelming. When you don't feel good, sometimes it's very hard to shift where you are. So I'm gonna give you a couple tips today on what you can do for your mindset so that when you're feeling that feeling of, when you're feeling overwhelmed and like you just can't do things, or you really have to push yourself, what should you do? The first thing that I love when it comes to mindset, and that is really the most important, is that you feel safe. So if you're in a situation where you're feeling unsafe, well, obviously your mindset is going to run into directions that aren't good. You don't feel safe. So either if safety to you means imagining a place in your head that you love, so maybe you love the beach, so you imagine the beach and you try and take a few deep breaths and bring yourself to that spot. Or maybe you can walk away and go to another room. If you're at home, maybe your bed is your safe space. So if you're feeling overwhelmed, you're anxious, your mindset's not there, you say, I need 5 minutes. Maybe you need longer, maybe you need less, whatever it is, I need some time. And then you walk away and go to your room. Bring yourself to a safe space. That safe space could be in the arms of a loved one, getting a hug. Whatever it means to you, make sure you feel safe. Another thing is embodying the experience, which is exactly what I did last few weeks. When you're feeling overwhelmed about doing something, the energy that goes in to pushing away the emotions of that negativity is mentally exhausting. And I've heard it referred to as a hangover. And yesterday, I was talking to someone and we kind of said, like, it feels like an emotional hangover. When you go through an overwhelming situation, your mindset's off, you're not feeling good, the next day or right after that, even as soon as you're calmed down in some capacity, it feels like an emotional hangover. You feel so tired and just completely spent with nothing left to give. So when you embody the experience and you don't push it away, the mental effort that goes into accepting where you're at is a lot less than the mental effort that's required to push it away. So here's what I mean. If you're in an experience where something bad happens, whether that's a fight with somebody, you get hurt, whatever it is, it could be anything, but something not good happens and you are supposed to be somewhere else. You're supposed to be doing something else. You're supposed to be, and then you think of that, I'm supposed to, I should be, I need to be. Instead of saying, this is where I am, this is not good, this is hard, what can I do about it? That mindset allows you to move through the experience, accept it, and work on it in the moment so that when you do go do the things that you felt like you should have been doing, that experience is over. There's been closure. Here's what happened with me over the last few weeks. I was planning and doing, and I had personal things and work-related things. I was very happy and excited about all of it. Of course, there are things that happened in between that weren't exciting or that maybe weren't great. That's life. I'm not going to go into my personal details, but I embodied the experiences. I should have been doing a few other things, and that crossed my mind, but I've come to train my brain through the use of this wonderful thing called neuroplasticity. If you don't know what it is, look it up. I've come to learn from new experiences how to embody what I'm going through and experience it in that moment so that when it's over, I can easily move on with reduced mental effort and exhaustion and overwhelm. I hope that makes sense. The other thing that you can do, which kind of goes in with embodying the experience, is self-coaching. Self-coach yourself. So I am an ADHD coach and I work with women on this and I coach them through a whole bunch of different experiences, whether it be emotional things. I'm working on some people with budgeting and finance, some other people it's time management, calendar, organization, you name it. When it comes to ADHD, whatever is related to your executive functioning, I have worked on it in some capacity. And when you are on your own and you don't have someone else to coach you, you have to be the one to ask yourself those insightful questions to help you learn through your experiences. So if you, for example, are in a situation where you don't know what to do, the first question is asking yourself, what can I do to make this better? How can I improve this? What resources do I need? How can I enlist help? These very simple questions get the process flowing in your head of how to reach out and how to move forward and just how to work through the negative mindset so you can get to a place of a helpful growth mindset. Growth mindset with anything is so important if you want to learn from your experiences and grow through them. Having a growth mindset is something that as I was a teacher before, I still consider myself a teacher because I'm licensed and I will always be because I think it's super important. It's important to me. But in teaching and when I was working in counseling, something we always referred to was growth mindset. Because young minds, just like adult minds, aging minds, however you want to refer to wherever you're at, whether you're young, in your 20s, in your 30s, in your 40s, in your 50s, 60s, 70s, whatever you are, wherever you are in life, the growth mindset applies to everybody because every day we experience something new. Even if you're staying home every day, working from home, something new comes across your vision, across your thought processes. Something new happens every day. And if you start to notice those new experiences and notice how you can grow and learn from them, then you can learn to self-coach yourself. And if you're in a place where self-coaching maybe is not for you or you're unsure how to do it, well, then you obviously have realized by now that I am an ADHD coach, so please reach out. And you can also there's a link in the section below in the description for the ADHD calendar roadmap. What that is a video course and ebook on time management. It's completely free. On July 5th, I'll be launching a masterclass on executive functioning, and I also am opening up a group program for women with ADHD So that is going to be coming in July as well. My one-to-one spots are currently full. However, if you're interested in one-to-one, reach out and I can tell you when the next spot is opening. My wait list is only a couple people right now, so there are spots opening pretty soon. And if you haven't already joined the Facebook group, go ahead, join it. It's the ADHD Women's Squad. I've linked it in the description. All these things are linked for you, and I will be back with another video, hopefully next week. If not, I will see you in the masterclass in just 2.5 weeks. All right, see you there. Bye.